Hi everybody, welcome back to the golf club this afternoon. I thought I'd put my face on camera today as opposed to just behind it, so you're going to have to put up with this ugly mug today. But I want to talk to you about bunkers, some of the problems we have in bunkers. Obviously throughout the golfing world, bunkers seem to create some of the biggest complaints that we have, that and greens. So I brought you the third bunkers here to show you some of the problems we have and how we're trying to do some remedial measures to help those out a bit. So if I take you down to sand level first, we've dug out 3 test areas here. So if I take you to the furthest area first, so a lot of you complain that there's no sand in the bunkers, and in this case you'd be right in saying in this proportion of the bunker there is no sand. Why is that? Well, a lot of that is to do with raking technique. So when we're raking, what we're needing to do is to push rake. So instead of drag raking, the sand needs to be moving forward. Every time that somebody drags rakes, if I give you an example here, every time that somebody drags rakes, that pulls sand to the back edge of the bunker. If this was to happen 30 to 35 times per week in the same bunker, all the sand is going to end up in the back, and you can see this here. So from the middle we have an acceptable proportion of sand, which we accept to be between 2 and 4 inches, and at the back edge we have an over 6-inch depth of sand. So all that sand from the front edge has been dragged over the course of a week all the way to the back edge. So the theory is that there's enough sand in the bunker, it's just in the wrong place. So if you can help push rake, raking is a two-handed job, so everything goes forward. You can keep moving the sand forward, and that's going to keep the sand in the middle of the bunker and towards the front face, which is where the majority of golf course bunker shots are played. What I also want to talk to you about is about particle migration. So this is something we've talked about in the presentations, and this is one of the reasons the sand compacts so poorly. So one of the reasons for using modern golf course liners is to stop sand mixing with the native soils underneath. So you can see that in effect here. Obviously on the front face you can quite clearly see the soil base layer, and you can see where it's mixing here with the clay layer. So when it does that, those clay particles, those soil particles block the sand structure, so the sand structure then poorly drains. If it poorly drains, it compacts really easily like concrete, which you'll know happens quite regularly after rainfall. The only way to rectify that is to keep your bunkers lined. Because we're not lining all the bunkers currently, and that's further ahead in our project, what we are trying to do is keep the sand levels topped up. We're also trying to use something called a rotor rake, which I'll show you in the next video.